Starting off in 2004, the best thing that happened was the Roblox domain was bought, and the worst thing that happened was Roblox was nearly spelled as Roblox, which would have been really stupid. The best of 2005 was Roblox held a focus group to process feedback, which is something that we probably need today. The worst of 2005 was Roblox completed an overhaul over the entire site, which caused every single game and asset ever made to be deleted, except for the ones made by admins. In 2006, the best thing that happened was Roblox was finally released officially to the public, so now anybody can play Roblox. And as a direct result of that, the worst thing that happened was in 2006 was somebody broke the rules for the first time, and the first ever moderation action was taken on an unknown user. Now, we don't know who did what, but somebody must have done something stupid. The best of 2007 was the added ticks. The worst of 2007 was the Roblox installer no longer worked on Windows 2000. Quite pitiful. In 2008, the best thing that happened was Roblox added classic shirt and pants and full avatar customization. And the worst thing that happened was, as the community was growing, toxicity in games and in the forums was increasing, and Roblox's moderation of these things was decreasing. The best of 2009 was Roblox added groups, statuses, and the best friends feature, which by the way, they later removed for no reason. The worst part was Roblox accidentally gave the entire player base admin privileges. Roblox, how the fuck do you do that? The best thing that happened in 2010 was there was a magnitude 7 earthquake in Haiti. That's not the good part, by the way. The good part was that Roblox players donated over $5,000 for the disaster relief. Now, the worst part of 2010 was Roblox added Builders Club only games. If you don't know, Builders Club is equivalent to what is now known as Premium today. This update angered literally everyone, the non-BC players and BC players. The best part of 2011 was Welcome to the Town of Robloxia and Apocalypse Rising. The worst thing that happened in 2011 was Telemon, who was one of the most known Roblox admins, made his game Sword Fights on the Heights Builders Club only. So you had to buy the BC subscription to play this game. This caused a massive outrage among the community. Telemon replied to this outrage with the greatest rage bait in the history of mankind. To justify what he did, he said, quote, "I was curious about how many tickets I would make. Answer, a ton. I was interested in whether there'd be fewer noobs in the game. Maybe. It's my game and I'll do what I want."
Reading through that post the first time, the only thing that crossed my mind was, what the
rage bait definitely worked, let's just put it that way. In 2012, the best thing that happened was the egg hunt, where there was a dedicated game for this event and you complete the quest to collect all the eggs. If you're a new Roblox player, the egg hunts were Easter events that were basically what the haunt events are today, except if they were actually good. Now, the worst of 2012 was there was a bunch of idiots that gained access to a bunch of admin accounts, which gave them access to the admin panel. They released a bunch of items for really cheap that weren't ready to be released, posted forum posts on admin accounts saying diabolical things, and made a bunch of stupid ass announcements, and made this face, which you may recognize from somewhere. Now, this is known as a 2012 April Fool's hack. Honorable mention, a user by the name of Jared Valdez 4 was infamously known for copying popular games, and his copied games got millions of visits. He had multiple copied games on the front page at the same time. One of the many games he copied was Welcome to the Town of Robloxia, which is a game that I previously mentioned already. The best of 2013 was the addition of dynamic lighting. Honorable mention, the egg hunt of 2013 was really good. It's one of the most popular events in Roblox. Only for the youngs though, because the people who play this event are dinosaurs right now. But the worst thing that happened in 2013 was the passing of Eric Castle due to cancer. He was the co-founder of Roblox. In 2014 is when I joined Roblox. So if I sound like a complete retard while talking about the previous years, please forgive me. Now, I'm feeling a little quirky, so I'll say that the best thing of 2014 was playing R2D, because it was a really fun game about Survivors vs Zombies, and there was a really fun Halloween event and a really fun winter event, and it was peak. The worst thing that happened in 2014 was, just like Jared Valdez 4, another user by the name of Julius Cole was infamously known for copying games and getting millions of visits. He also copied Welcome to the Town of Robloxia, just like Jared Valdez 4. Poor Town of Robloxia, bro. Why is everybody and their mama copying that game? Julius Cole years later made rant videos on other YouTubers. He even made one on me, but unfortunately that one got deleted. Can somebody retrieve this video? Honorable mention, Roblox added player points. Nobody knows what player points do, and that's probably because it doesn't do anything. Roblox removed this feature eventually, which is a good thing. The best of 2015 was DevX had a breakthrough as Roblox promoted more success stories of it, which led to devs taking game making more seriously. The worst of 2015 was there was a huge spike in botnet accounts, which were used by developers to join their own games, since they received 1 tick every time a new player joined their game. This caused a massive inflation, which fucked the economy, and this incident will totally not have consequences next year. Honorable mention, the egg hunt. So that's right, in 2012 and 2013, the egg hunts were bangers, but in 2015 they shit the bed with the egg hunt, which is probably because 2015 aircon is kind of like what the Honda events are in our era. The best of 2016 was the addition of R15. Back then, this was kind of controversial and most people actually stuck to using R6. But now R15 is the meta and basically everybody uses it at this point. And if you don't, people are gonna think you're a dinosaur. Honorable mention, Albert Stuff, now known as Flamingo, made some of the most entertaining Roblox content this year on YouTube. Now the worst of 2016 was the removal of ticks. This was honestly a very devastating removal at the time, and I was in denial when it was announced, because it meant that you can't get anything unless you pay real money for Robux. Because you used to get 10 ticks per day, and after you saved up enough ticks, you could convert those ticks to Robux. Now you don't get anything unless you pay actual money for Robux. So if you're thinking of buying Robux or buying premium, make sure to use my store code Minigunner at checkout. Actually, I think it's before the checkout, but you get my point. Honorable mention, this year in particular had a strangely huge amount of fake free Robux inspect element tutorials on YouTube, and they got hundreds of thousands of views. This actually could be because of the removal of ticks. The best of 2017 was also the egg hunt. This is my personal favorite event in Roblox history and many other people's as well. Honorable mention, Jailbreak released this year and it was honestly really fun in this state of the game. Even though back then Jailbreak was very controversial and very hated, probably because of the mindset that anything popular equals bad. People compared Jailbreak to Prison Life and said Prison Life is better. Now people completely forgot about Prison Life and glazed 2017 Jailbreak instead. How times have changed, haven't they? The worst of 2017 was when a YouTuber by the name of Quackity, who you may know today from the Dream SMP and probably other things too, he was streaming Roblox and he suddenly decided to raid the Roblox forums with his viewers diabolically so hard that his Twitch was suspended and the Roblox forums got deleted and they're still deleted to this day. People got very mad at Quackity for this because many people use the forums a lot and found it useful. Now I didn't like the forums at all because I got shit talked on it constantly. Now the videos that came out from this incident were actually pretty funny though, and they're still up, so if you haven't seen them, you can check them out. Honorable mention, another stupid thing that happened in 2017 was there was a community-wide myth that John Doe, which is a test account that's owned by Roblox, would hack Roblox on March 18, and if you logged into Roblox on March 18, you'd be hacked. And this was exploited very hard by clickbait YouTubers. I actually did fall for this initially, but then I realized it's a bunch of BS and I made fun of it on YouTube as well. Also, a YouTuber by the name of Robuxian was the most known free Robux clickbaiter, and another YouTuber by the name of Dragon was another clickbaiter. They both were labeled as king of clickbait. The best of 2018 was again the egg hunt. Now this is many people's GOAT event, and many people have been asking Roblox to make an egg hunt like this one since its release. And what Roblox did instead was they retired the egg hunts and replaced them with the haunt events.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Honorable mention, the game called Booga Booga, which was a survival game, was very fun that year and it overtook Jailbreak once, which seemed like an insane achievement because Jailbreak was hogging the #1 spot when it released for all of 2017. Now the worst of 2018 was some very stupid idiots used scripts with exploits on a 7-year-old, which ended up on mainstream news, and this incident is horrible on its own, but on top of it all, this caused Roblox to force filtering enabled on every single game, which caused many old games to be broken permanently, irreparably. The best of 2019 was the Future is Bright lighting update, which gave Roblox realistic shadows and made games look so much better. Now the worst of 2019 was something that swept under the rug and it's not even talked about much at all, which is when Roblox removed parties. You used to be able to make group chats in Roblox in which you could party up with all your friends, you know, just like a Fortnite party. And when the party leader joined the game, it automatically brought the entire party into your game, so no one had to join anybody manually or try to find the right servers. I use this feature a lot with my friends and it made joining games so easy and so convenient, and I have no idea why Roblox got rid of this. The best of 2020 was, that's when Roblox became significantly more mainstream due to the lockdown. Millions of people used Roblox as their go-to place for gaming and socializing during the lockdown. The worst of 2020 was the egg hunt, which was hyped up a lot as if it's gonna be something crazy, and it ended up being a massive disappointment. Honorable mention, the Among Us ripoffs that flooded the front page in 2020 were absolutely terrible. Just play the real game. The best of 2021 was when Roblox added voice chat. Now although Roblox has to really moderate this to ensure nothing bad happens, it gave for much more ways for interaction. Honorable mention, it was very good when Roblox fixed how when you search for a shirt on the catalog, the same shirt would appear 5 billion times. Now the worst of 2021 was when there was a 3-day long outage and the whole site was down and it was inaccessible for 3 days. Especially since we were still in a kind of a lockdown period and the place people used to escape the lockdown was down for 3 days. So nobody had a good time. The best of 2022 was when Roblox added layer clothing, which made outfits much more customizable. And the worst of 2022 was the removal of the iconic sound, which was one of the most iconic and recognizable parts of Roblox. The best of 2023 was the addition of 17 plus games, which allowed for much more mature games to be enjoyed for people who are not 5 years old. The worst of 2023 was Toilet Tower Defense. This is the worst Roblox game I have ever played in my entire life. The best of 2024 was when Roblox added a Today's Picks section to your homepage, which recommends you new games every day that you haven't seen before to play, which don't already have like 100,000 players, but there's some outliers though. By the way, this is a feature that I suggested in 2021 in this video, and Roblox actually added it exactly as I described. Honorable mention, this year is when UGC became much more accessible to everyone, which allowed for so much more customization, which at the same time allowed for a bunch of copies of very rare items, which is very messed up, and it also allowed people to fake having headless and fake having the core blocks like. So not only are you not special at all for doing this because literally everybody else is too, but you're all wearing the dollar store version of the real deal and have no shame. I have both the real headless and the real core blocks, and I don't wear any of them because it looks ass. Why do you guys do this? This was supposed to be an honorable mention for the best of 2024, but it has to be switched to the worst of 2024, as I just realized. The best of 2025 was the announcement of acoustic simulation, which updates sound in a kind of a cool way. The worst of 2025 are these brain rot games targeted at Gen Alpha kids that have GUIs that look like fucking RGB keyboards. This is painful to look at. Honorable mention, another stupid thing this year was these stand in line games, which are all money bait to make you pay Robux to skip in line. And this is personal for me because when I played one of these games, I'm so retarded that it got the better of me, and I spent like 1,000 Robux just to keep skipping past some fucking retard in one of these games. And it's 1,000 Robux that I'm never gonna get back. Anyway, if you know someone that doesn't know much about Roblox's history, that you'd like to know all this stuff, I would appreciate if you share this video with them, or anyone in general that you think would find this stuff interesting. So like and sub if you want to contribute to me no longer being a dead channel anymore after 7 years, and for now, peace and God bless.